Tell us, if you can, briefly, I know it's probably impossible briefly, but a little about Kazakhstan. What should we know about Kazakhstan?
Kazakhstan is now a very civilized country, much like USA. Kazakhstan now very civilized, particularly since recent reforms, which mean that now women is permitted to travel on inside of bus. And also homosexuals no longer have to wear blue hats.
I was up in Liverpool once, and just a guy in the street, you know, I was driving around and I saw this guy notice me. And you get a sense, you must know this, you get a sense, oop, they've clocked me. So I'm just driving there, and this guy's looking at me, he's smiling. And he looks at me and goes... There's not a lot you can do. There's just not a lot.
All right, here we go.
Do you ever want to go to space?
I really shouldn't be doing this.
Maybe I should go right now.
No, don't go right now unless you really want to.
Well, don't turn your back on me anymore.
I can't look at you. Now, hold on, just a moment.
You son of a bitch. What do you want? Oh, yeah, you'd like that, wouldn't you? Always trying to blame me. You're the one who couldn't keep it in your furry pants.
Actually, he's not wearing any kind of... doesn't wear pants.
I rest my case. You're so full of... How did he get in here? Did you set this up? You set this up, Kibble?
No. I just thought you two could bury the hatchet. I mean, I know you've had issues in the past, and I thought it would be nice to get you together, you know. What happened between you?
He knows what he did. She was my wife. You Wookiee sack of...
Oh, Harrison, please, that's not... really no reason to speak.
You listen to me. You're either on my side or you're on his side.
Well,
no, I'm out of here.
No,
really.
No, I really didn't mean to.
I'll see you in hell.
And the jet lag. Oh, dude, it's pretty amazing.
Where'd you come in from? West Coast America?
Yeah, I flew from San Francisco, and a friend of mine flew on a plane. He was on the plane, and I guess it was Virgin upper class, and all of a sudden the guy took off his trousers to fly. I guess I've never seen that going, that's first class. Hi, how are you? Nice to be here. Hey, great. Yeah, would you mind if I put my pen there? Thank you.
Was he was another passenger, or he was one of the flight attendants?
One of the flight attendants. Hello, just to make you feel at home in Virgin Air. Not.
Just, have a little light.
I could probably get a meteor to come through right now. Alan, could we, let's try and cue a meteor, see what happens.
Why not?
And she's also worked with the biggest action star of them all, not Sylvester Stallone, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yes, I worked with Arnold Schwarzenegger, which was a horrible experience.
Why so horrible, Miriam?
Well, the real reason is because, because he didn't fancy me, he didn't think I mattered, and I really resent that attitude. And secondly, because he farted in my face. And that was when I was lying on the ground, in the part. I was playing my role, and I was Satan's sister, and I had to be killed lying on the floor with a glass table slicing my throat.
Yes?
So I was doing all that, and it's difficult. You can't get out of the way when you're stuck like that.
No.
And he thought it was hysterical. He just...
Arnold. So he did it on purpose? He just squatted in your face and...
Absolutely on purpose. On purpose.
Oh, I'm thinking about him. Oh, he eats nothing but protein. Well, let's draw a veil. I'll ask him about it next time he's on the show.
Yeah, well, actually, no, they're not breaching, they are lunging. If they were to breach, actually 40% of them would come out of the water. It would be totally different.
What illusion?
I have got an illusion.
No, you don't.
I bloody have.
You don't have any illusion.
Get off my
at all.
chat show.
What?
No, because I'll never get read out. You throw that over me, you're wearing it all.
It'll match. Are we actually going to pay 800,000? Right, you.
She handed you a note. Can you explain what that was?
Yes. It's Friday today, Larry. It's your birthday. You're 77 years old. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Larry. Poo-poo-pee-doo. Happy birthday to you. Woo, Larry. Yeah, you're 77. Hooray for Larry. You gorgeous man. You icon of current affairs. You stand astride world news, a colossus. How can you be pursued or followed? You are the news. If it hasn't been said in your voice, it didn't happen. Happy birthday. To you.
Now, what annoys you?
Children that stare.
Yes, yes, the devil children, the devil children that stare at.
Just children on a
Yeah,
plane.
They do this. Have you ever had the one that comes over the back of the... When you're on an aeroplane, you just...
That is a lovely tie. It's a shame it's around such a worthless neck.
Well, thank you for coming today. I know you have a busy schedule doing sex with your brother. It must be so exhausting.
So, you host a television program. How fun. You should enjoy it while it lasts.
You know, you're so good on the show. Is it a challenge to play Cersei, or you just naturally suck the life out of every room you enter?
You have such a way with words. I wonder if you'll be as clever when I have your tongue ripped from your throat.
It's always so nice having you on the show. It's a pity that this is the last time.
The last time. I believe your wife must say that to you every night.
My favourite heckle recently was I like weird ones. I had one I was in Cardiff doing a show, the Millennium Theatre, beautiful room. Yeah. And someone just down the front went, "Dragon." What? Sorry? Dragon? What? He went, "I'd like a joke about a dragon, please." So then, and it was just before the interval. So then in the interval, I had to sit and write a joke about a dragon.
So you can do that. You can sit down if someone gave you the subject.
Yeah, it's not.
Okay, what was the dragon
it's
joke
not
you came
a
up
great
with?
joke.
Well, let's have it anyway, because it's a nice moment.
Two dragons walk into a pub. One says to the other, "It's hot in here." The other one says, "Shut your mouth."
Now, is this true also? You recently traced your family's genealogy? Is that true?
Unfortunately, yes. I hired.
Because a lot of people do that, and it's a fascinating thing to find out where you come from.
Well, that was my thought going in, and then I hired a really good genealogist, and you know he's very straight-laced and buttoned up. And one day he calls me in. I'm like, "What'd we learn now?" And he goes, "Sit down." And he said, "You know, in these rural mountain regions you come from, no one ever goes into the community and no one ever leaves the community." And at that point, I start laughing. And he said, "So it's not uncommon that there's inbreeding in those communities." And I said, is there inbreeding in my family? He said, a significant amount.
I got more adventurous. I used to walk further on up to Piccadilly and look at all the lights, you know, the Bovril and Albridge's Lang Tonic and all those lovely things. And then I realized that lots of girls were walking about, you know, at the same time. So then I once saw a spectacular pair of legs, and I followed this girl just to look at her. And she seemed to have an awful lot of men friends, you know, she would talk to people. And so I went to my room and I kept on thinking about this girl. I read it. The next night I couldn't wait to get up to Piccadilly again, and I walked around and I couldn't find her. And finally I did, and I saw her with a very nice-looking man. I thought it was her father, man in a dinner jacket, and she took him into this little house in Cork Street. And I hid and waited to see if she ever came out again. She did, came out quite soon, as a matter of fact. So anyway, after that, I really thought of this girl all the time. And I used to go looking for her at night. And one night, she suddenly turned on me. And she was a lovely Cockney. She said, what do you want? Do you want a piece, mate? What are you doing, you know? What was she talking about? I said, do you want to come home with me? And I said, yes. So I thought, I'm taking this dream, took me into this flat, and I thought this is going to be the ginger beer and the gramophone record. You know? And,
a likely story.
Yeah, and then she said, then she gave me this ghastly book of photographs and said, look, if you have any trouble, take a look at these first. And so I 15. And then she appeared with, you know, the usual thing, the sort of pink shoes and nothing else, and I'm gibbering. I was just gibbering. So she said, well, right, you can wash over there, dear. And there was a little terrible sort of kidney-shaped table full of blue fluid, you know. So I washed my hands. I didn't know.
The documentaries are called Strange Islands. The first one you sort of get away with, and then after that you lose all sense of what let's have a look. Listen carefully.
And the last thing you might expect to see here is penguins. These are Fiordland crested penguins, named after this corner of South New Zealand. So why are these woodlands so attractive to penguins? A freshwater stream through the forest makes a handy highway for a parent penguin heading home from a fishing trip.
There was not a +1 on your invitation to be here tonight, was there?
Not technically.
Not
That's why I was
no.
one shroud.
Can we not have him in the camera shot, please? Can we please just, yes, just slide it over so, yes, there we go. That's fine. That's how we can do this segment. That's perfectly fine with me.
You point a lot. You point a lot in films. And we actually put together a little montage of Harrison Ford pointing. Behold.
You find this man. You find this man. This is an obsession, Dad. I never understood it.
Look, Jabba, next time you want to talk to me, come see me yourself.
If I go down, you're going with me. You broke the law. Get out.
Now look, you.
Nor to you! I did not sign up for this. Marion Ravenwood is your mother.
It may not be a sufficient reply. It's over. Enough! Enough!
I was pumped up when I left that cinema. I was.
Really?
My guy was like, yeah, you want some? I was like, you fucking want some? I was like, I had to watch me Golden Girls box set just to calm me down.
What's this focus? Focus. You want to do one? Have a go. We're closing out. We're out of business. Just do it. Well, not the whole thing. Just that bit there. These were meant to smash easy. What's going on here?
Ow! What is the story about you meeting an American man in Cambridge?
When I was a student?
Yes.
Yeah. That was before I was a lesbian. I was just, I was sorting myself out.
Yes.
And, as you do, at university. And I was on my bike, because we cycled.
Over the cobbles, I would imagine.
Dyke on a bike, and we stopped at the traffic lights. And I looked to the left or the right, whatever it was, and there was a car, an open car, with an American soldier inside. And something crazy took hold of me then. You know that feeling.
I've got it right now.
And I said, would you like to follow me to my college and I'll suck you off?
I lived in Los Angeles for 2 years, sort of writing at NBC and stuff like that, and I just didn't get on with it there at all.
You didn't like the country? You didn't like the way the business works there? What was it?
I didn't understand it. I was quite young, you know. The second day I was down there, I had a fight. There's a hotel called the Sunset Marquee.
Yeah,
I had no money, and then I suddenly got this film called Mouse Hunt, and then they put us in this hotel. I sort of went up in the world. It was amazing. But I had a fight the second day I was there, because my mate knows Julian Lennon, right? And he said, oh, Julian's coming up tonight, we'll have a drink in the bar. And I said, yeah. So I came downstairs afterwards in the bar, and I'm standing there holding a bottle of beer, and which I don't drink anyway, so I'm standing there holding a bottle of beer, and this huge geezer come up to me and went, OK, sir, give me your beer and get the hell out. And I went, no, mate. And he went, get the hell out, and he snatched me beer. And I lunged at him like that, got him round the throat, he got me round the throat, we went through these double doors and we're scrapping on the garden like that. Julian comes out, he goes, you know, what are you doing? What's going on here, like, you know?
Is Mickey Rourke still in it?
Yeah, Mickey Rourke's in it, Bruce Willis and Jessica Alba.
Because when I first saw, I don't know if you were the same when you got Sin City, I was like, oh my God, I love what they've done to Mickey's face.
I agree with you.
And then he came on the show and I was like, oh, it is your face.
I'm guessing you don't sugarcoat things. Do you get starstruck when you meet people?
I do sometimes. I remember when I was young and I met Laurence Olivier.
Wow.
That was... I used to collect autographs at the stage door, you know, and he came out, and I remember so distinctly that I started to cream in my knickers. I could feel it. I could actually... I went all funny. That is true. You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean.
Wherever we thought that story was going.
I honestly don't think I've ever been more uncomfortable in my life.
Oh, Christopher Walken talking about Christopher Walken talking about trick or treat, or trick or treating or anything.
Trick or treat? Smell my feet. Give me something good to eat. If you don't, oh no, I don't care. I'll pull down your underwear.
It's like Press Your Luck. Coming. Liam Neeson talking about Time Warner Cable. All right. And you can look at this camera right here.
This camera here?
Yeah.
All right. I have a very particular set of channels. If you'd like to purchase these channels, I'll come to your house and install your cable. And that'll be the end of it. If you don't, I will look for you. I will find you. And I will kill you.
The Robin Williams Random Character Generator.
Okay, I'm going to spin these three, and we're going to see if you can... We'll see which characters we want to put in this sitcom we're never going to make. What we're looking for, then, is an arrogant, aristocratic Alsatian. That's a tough one to start with.
I'm not going to lick my own ass. I will go outside.
Thank you! That was fabulous already. OK, let's do another. We've got an angry, singing masseur. I
I'm about to give you a happy ending now. No way! I'm gonna put my finger down there. No, I'm not gay. Finger in the bum. Don't make me say it. Do it.
Okay. One more. Let's do one more. Here we go. I could do this all night with it, but I'm not doing the work. Okay, now we had that one. Let's have the patronising. We've had it. Patronising Italian kids' TV presenter.
Hello, welcome to Piccolo Moments. Come on out here if you can, little one. We're now going to ask you a question. Are you going to answer for me? You are not. Thank you.